ISO boom. What's going on, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, you just don't know yet. And we back with another versus series. And this time it's gonna be the new kids on the block, well, according to my channel, of the Phenom Elites Call of Duty editions versus, I try to make certain versus series kind of against a cornerstone that people kind of I can assume a lot of y'all have tried Vapor Jets. I assume a lot of y'all can say that you have tried the 7.0s, if not at least the 6.0s. So I try to make a comparison that a lot of you guys can understand. So that's why I'm doing this one, which is the Call of Duty edition Phenom Elites versus this year's Nike's annual release gloves of the Vapor Jet 7.0s. Let's see if the trendy cosmetic gloves that y'all love so much, let's see how it fares up against Nike's annual releases. Huge shout outs to Hodo Sports for sponsoring this video, and if you scroll down in the description or the comment section below, wherever I put it, there is a code for 25% off. Use code 25will promo for that discount when you get you some cool compression and some joggers, man. More on the gear at the end of the video. And once again, shout outs to Hodo Sports for sponsoring this video. So grip was a hard one here because where both gloves have their issues that I've stated before, which we'll get into those, they don't have bad grip. Where the Phenoms have a solid base of their vapor stick technology, at the same time the 7.0's Magna grip came from the 6.0's, and again, solid grip overall. Now these gloves aren't anything that's again like a grip boost like the Invictus 3.0's. They're not all the way up there, or even the G1s. They're not the top tier sticks, but they work. And I think that the issue with the Phenoms, if I had to point an issue out with their stick, is I feel like it's so sticky. When when a glove gets sticky, the dirt sticks to it, and that is what makes the grip worse. So like it's so good it gets bad, if that makes sense. And then where the 7.0s, comparing the grips side by side, I think the Phenoms get a slight edge, but the 7.0s, again, they work. Long story short, without much being said, it was hard to really point out who was on top of each other on this one. Pause. I have to go with the tie here for grip. Moving on to comfortability. This is where I think the trend of gloves is what starts to set the whole culture of football gloves in a good direction, at least for me, my opinion. And this is where a different fabric plays effects too. So with the Phenoms, where the vapor dry technology of the Phenoms come in, it is a compression, but it's looser. And again, yes, I do fit XLs. I fit XLs in the palm, not so much the fingers because I have big palms, but they don't fit snug enough compared to when you have a full compression when you have a full compression glove, it fits to your hand, you know, like the quote says, it fits like a glove. The Phenoms don't fit like a glove to me. That could be because it's not as compression as the 7.0s or the full compression gloves like the Invictus, the G1s. That could be a personal preference. This, I feel like I'm saying too many glove names, bro. I feel like the Phenom gloves is more of an old school feel. It's not the tightest. The Phenom gloves don't have that stretchiness and that snug feel of a full compression glove. And when you do put them side by side, they don't have that snug feel like the 7.0s, which will transition to the 7.0s of, again, that snug feel. These are both XLs, but you can even see they just fit more snug, and you can see on my hands, again, XL. This fits more snug. It fits to my hand more. You come to these come off more, and look at that. But again, obviously this is without strapping up the glove itself, but it is a concern nonetheless for me because compression gloves is the way of the gloves, and that's the way we're going now. And I feel that it's a good place we're going because you have that snug fit of a glove and you eliminate that looseness where it's, you know, the glove might be a little too big or a little too small, it might be too tight, whatever the issue is. And again, for my issue, my palms fit into XLs but not my fingers. When you have the compression fit, XLs fit perfectly on my hand, but when you don't have a full compression glove, it just feels a little off. And with that being said, I have to give the Vapor Jet 7s the edge here. Moving on to durability. I love how as the video goes on, I just kind of have the gloves on. But anyways, so this is where there's more negatives than positives on both of these gloves. And starting with the Vapor Jet 7.0s, because we've talked about them, you have issues with, I gotta like cover my black backdrop of my TV. You can just see there's stitching issues on the glove already, and I stopped using these gloves, but there has been a consistent, when I first got them, I started using them, there was a stitching issue. Those weak points that we talk about in gloves, the stitching was just like, where's the hole in this glove? There's a hole in one of these gloves. But yeah, and then I don't even use these gloves like rigorously. Like just catching a football is already putting wear and tear on these gloves, when compared to the Phenoms, which are, I think they're heading towards their like 30-day mark, something like that. There's not really any issues. Like there's a little bit going on here, but for the most part, I think the vapor dry technology of this back, which I did have my concerns for in comfortability, it does eliminate those weak points, and you are going to get a durable glove with the Phenoms. So the only issue is what I've said before, is with the grip, is as time goes on, honestly I think that is the issue, is you can't really see, but on the Call of Duty part where it's white, you can see that there is dirt sticking to it, and that's what I was going to say, is the grip kind of regresses, but like you can hear it. It's just when you go up and catch a football, it could be that dirt layer, because the glove is so sticky that the dirt layer repels, is that the right word? Regresses the grip, because there is dirt in between the football and you catching it with the glove. With that being said, again, they both have their issues, but overall I think that the Phenoms issue can be fixed and it can be addressed. So I will do a little, I spit on these and I wipe them on the turf, but maybe we'll do a full restore and we'll see what happens. It's just, nobody really wants to do a full restore every time they put the gloves on, but it is a fixable issue compared to the Vapor Jets, where although Nike has a proven track record, it has to be addressed, and it was just a bad annual release of the Vapor Jets compared to the Phenoms that have a fixable issue. Phenoms win here in durability. First and foremost, huge shout outs to Hodo Sports for sponsoring the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And yeah, man, honestly, they came to me, and I get emails from people, and I would never tell y'all lies. I wouldn't tell y'all, and they came to me and they used the right words, man. They said, review our equipment, not say this or say that, but review our equipment. So I said, cool, let me review it. And honestly, man, for those of y'all that know, as y'all have seen me progress through the channel, I have tattoos and stuff now. When you go out, and some of y'all may not have tattoos, a lot of y'all are younger, but when you get older, you need to wear stuff to cover up against the sun, because the sun is the #1 no-no against tattoos. So I look for a lot of compression shirts, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm not gonna go to all these big name brands and pay for a $50 t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing it. That's why and then typically they have like designs and stuff, and I like just plain black and white long sleeves. When Hodo Sports hit me up and they said, hey, review our stuff, I said, okay, cool, I could get behind this, let's try these out. And honestly, the tops, especially for their price, they're quality, man. They work, they don't break the bank, and there's nothing that you can really complain about. They are long sleeve, they keep you cool. Sometimes it's hot and you don't want to, again, you have tattoos or you want to cover up and not get turf burn. You can wear these and still be cool and have a long sleeve. So the tops are just, honestly, they get like a super thumbs up from me. So shout out to Hodo Sports for that. The joggers, they don't fit the way that a lot of people like their joggers to fit, and I'll be honest with that. So they do fit, I will say, with both the top and the bottoms, they do fit true to size, but just the joggers themselves fit more so of like sweats joggers, not just joggers. So they're not as tight around you. Yeah, the joggers are fine, they're comfortable. I could work out in them. It's just, again, the tightness and just the, I guess, the elastic fabric and compression fabric of the tights don't translate as well to the joggers, not the tights. They don't translate as well to the joggers than they do the compression that isn't tight top. The joggers are cool for they're cool to keep you warm, not so much, how some people run around and they do a bunch of crazy stuff with their joggers. Not so much with these. The top, yes, but the joggers not so much. Again, huge. And then regardless, neither of these break the bank, and they're good quality in the very least. Like, they're not gonna rip or anything. And again, like I said, you can get plain colors, they have decent colorways and designs, so they work, man. So again, huge shout outs to Hodo Sports for sponsoring the video. Go ahead in the description below or the comment section, whichever where I put them, for code 25will promo for 25% off. And again, huge shout outs to Hodo for sponsoring. Huge shout outs to Hodo Sports for sponsoring this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. So, okay, we have another tie here, and I know that you guys hate when I do give out ties, because you guys kind of just take some of y'all just be taking stuff at face value, bro, and y'all don't listen to what I have to say. So watch the video, or you won't get my answer. Because what I'm gonna say is, I give the Phenoms a slight edge over the 7.0s. And again, the Vapor Jets are such a staple in the game that they are respected. They're respectable. They're respected for the right reasons. They are good quality gloves. But where the Phenoms have their issues, they're not perfect. I think that the fact that you guys hyped up these gloves, don't lie, man. Shut up. But where the Phenoms, I guess, had an issue with me is that you guys hyped up the gloves, and I wasn't disappointed, but I was just underwhelmed because y'all swore that Phenoms were the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're not the greatest thing since sliced bread. Not saying they're bad gloves, but they're not perfect. And you guys were kind of giving me that image of these gloves are perfect. But if y'all want to send me the Tom and Jerry editions, I would love to review those. Shout out Tom and shout out Jerry. Announcements. We have been popping off on TikTok, so if y'all ain't follow, bro, follow. It's in the link down below. I'm taking these gloves off, bro, because I'm getting serious, man. But yeah, follow the TikTok, bro. We're popping off over there. Send more questions. I'm trying to grab questions from TikTok, from IG, from Twitter, and all this stuff. Y'all don't really send me stuff on Twitter, but I mean everywhere. So I'm trying to get the Q&As done. Just been busy trying to collect all this stuff. And again, yeah, keep sending the questions because I will eventually get to your question if it's a good question, because I stopped answering questions that my videos answer because y'all just gotta watch the video, bro. I'm not answering. Let me give y'all an example because it does bother me. Like, do y'all be watching my videos? Like in a video that says Invictus Armis 2.0 versus the 3.0s, when y'all ask me which Invictus glove is better, I'm not gonna answer that question because y'all can watch the video because I have answered that question. And one big announcement, or not big announcement, but just before this, because this year's coming down to the, you know, we got a couple months left before the end of the year, so that means these top 5 videos are gonna be getting shot out, bro. I'm gonna get them out. And I have different categories I'm coming out with for this year. I also am gonna try a little different approach on more equipment in a given, like, you know, like gloves or cleats and whatnot. So send me the stuff that you guys want reviewed before I get there. You guys help me make videos more than you guys think. My mind is everywhere when I'm thinking of content. So when you guys keep telling me about a certain glove, I do look into it, and that is how some of these videos do come out because you guys have asked for them. I try to make what you guys want me to make on top of, you know, what's gonna grow the channel, what I want to make, etc. So I think of all that stuff. But if you guys don't tell me what you want, I can't think of that aspect because you guys won't tell me. But if you guys do, I'll keep seeing it and then it'll become a video. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. If nobody's told you yet, man, I know this show grind. Keep up the hard work. It's gonna pay off one day, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.